Welcome back to another video. Welcome back to Ride the Narrative, where it's okay to be curious. Like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell for future video uploads, drop a comment. It is the year 1972. US versus Jamaica versus others. And the US is in red, Jamaica in yellow, others in green. So Jim Hines, the world record holder, Charles Green as the second best time, and Lennox Miller out of Jamaica with the third best time. Now, this is the 100 meter for men. And we're watching how the times has progressed over time. And you saw again, I'm saying the US in red, other in green, Jamaica in third. We saw that Jim Hines holding his spot through 1979. It's been a while, he's holding on to that spot. Champion Jim Hines. Two Jamaican in there, Dan Quarry, 10:07, one of Jamaica's top athlete at that point. So we're still seeing a lot of red, the red holding on to that top spot. In 1980, we have seen a few others that came up to the second and third spot. Nowhere Jamaica to be found in this one. Lennox Miller actually went all the way down. He's been pushed out of the top spot. So by the year 1982, Jamaica was in the 10th spot. So for the first time in the history, from 1972 to 1970 to 1983, Jamaica was not in the top spot, and the USA hold the number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 spot, and others held on to the remainder of the spot. Canada, Ben Johnson, also a Jamaican, because they give him back the Jamaican status after he was tested positive for drugs. So Carl Lewis up at the number 1 spot in 1989. Calvin Smith challenging Ben Johnson. He's flickering back and forth, and then a Jamaican made his way back into the top 10, 9.76. Raymond Stewart, but Jamaica got pushed out again out of the top 10 by 1992. 1993, Carl Lewis holding on to that number 1 spot. Britain, they got a number 2 spot, and then Leroy Burrell take that number 1 spot, 9.85. Look how 9.85 was the world record for a while. 1996, Leroy Burrell being surpassed by Donovan Bailey. Donovan Bailey, I don't know if he claimed anywhere else for himself, but I think he's also Jamaican. So even when it's others, if it's not USA, it is a Jamaican in a other ship. Then Asafa Powell gets his way up to number 3 there out of Trinidad and Tobago, and Jamaica produced Asafa Powell. I wonder Jamaica claiming so many of these people. Maurice Green becoming one of the very famous athletes. By 2002, Maurice Green held on to that world record, 9.79. Might be the first man to dip into the 9.7 regions. Look at the 9.7 regions, and just for reference, the 9.79 there is what won the Olympics in this time around. Now Asafa Powell by 2005-2006 took over that number 1 spot, and Tyson Gay is running like a Gay would run. Yes, Tyson Gay, but it seems like the Jamaicans ran away from Gay. And then Usain Bolt ran up there, ran away from Gay, ran away from Asafa Powell, and took the number 1 spot in 2009, and I think the rest is history. Remember, the yellow spot is for the Jamaicans, the red is for the US athletes, and the green is for others. So by 2012, Jamaica started to find themselves in the top spot. So by 2013, Jamaica had 4 of the 5 fastest times, with Tyson Gay holding on to a joint second place with Johan Blake, Asafa Powell in 3rd and 4th, and Nesta Carter in 5th, before Justin Gatlin fought his way up to get into that 5th spot, pushing Nesta Carter down to number 6. By 2016-17, we would have seen the Jamaicans holding on to the 1st spot, holding on to a few spots in the top 5, and then you'd see a few Jamaicans pushing down, getting out. Maurice Green was on his way out out of the top 10 by 2020. He was down to number 8. Richard Thompson out of Trinidad and Donovan Bailey being pushed out of the top 10 altogether. Usain Bolt holding on to that spot even up until 2022. Tyson Gate, that number 1 spot, joint with Johan Blake, that number 2 spot. Asafa Powell, number 3 spot. Justin Gatlin, number 4 spot. And to round it all off, you'd see that Usain Thompson did not make it into the top 10 there, but the 9.79 that Usain Thompson have as his personal best is actually the joint number 9 in the world very, very interesting to see that it is Jamaica versus the world and nothing less, nothing more. It's Jamaica or the USA versus the world. Everything else is other. I alluded to the fact that it's Jamaica versus the USA or other. Drop your comments down below and let me know what you guys feel about this one. How do you feel about the fact that they're using one color to represent everybody else? Rewrite narrative, like, share, subscribe.